Well, thank you, Scott. And let me fix something that my colleague from Corpus Christi, Texas said. Mr. Cloud, my good friend, said that nobody's trying to overturn an election. Today, that's true. But for the last 4 years, it wasn't true. You had the lying fake media, fake news. You had social media. You had the Democrats with the fake impeachment that has already been talked about. They indeed were trying to overturn an election. It's just that simple. And now they're trying to accuse us of doing it. The hypocrisy is unbelievable. Folks, there's nothing more sacred than Americans' right to vote. This fundamental right and act must be preserved and protected by our great republic. We're given the charge to protect that right. Unfortunately, through the lack of voter ID, the ballot harvesting, the increased electronic voting, and now the mass, M-A-S-S, or mess, if you want to go there, of mail-in ballots, we have seen it highly, highly compromised, but never more so than in November 23rd, 2020 election. Never have I seen it like that. Both Republicans and Democrats alike have lost faith in the very election process. Even more troubling is the lack of action that's been cited up here to pursue the numerous claims of 2020 voter fraud and the delay in preserving the potential evidence in voter fraud. The Justice Department was quick to initiate an unsubstantiated investigation into Donald J. Trump administration during the 2016 election. How quick were they? Yet now, with 545 count 'em sworn declarations, and I'm not talking about hide behind the curtains whistleblowers, I'm talking about 545 sworn affidavits, 14,200 incident reports filed in the states, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, Wisconsin. The DOJ appears to be distancing itself from these legitimate claims. Sworn affidavits. Sworn affidavits. Attorney General Barr has stated that the Department of Justice remains open to investigating voter fraud. Great. What's he actually doing? I have to ask myself. Why are election materials and voting machines not being gathered and preserved for investigation? Let's seal off some areas. Let's get the evidence in our possession, and let's make sure that we have it substantiated, documented. Preserving evidence and thoroughly investigating all legitimate claims of voter fraud is a absolute bare minimum. We are obligated. The Department of Justice is obligated. Attorney General Barr is obligated to ensure a trustworthy electoral process. In order to regain the trust of our citizens in the integrity of their very own ballots, we must collect all those facts, all the evidence, and leave no stone unturned. Folks, this is not a hill to die on. This is the hill to die on. If we don't do the right thing and thoroughly investigate all claims of voter fraud, our citizens will never, ever, ever feel secure again in our elections. This is our highest priority, Mr. Attorney General, bar none. I yield now to the gentleman from Ohio, Mr. Davidson.